Hey guys, Kyle here. Welcome back to Folsom Outlaw Baits. Today we're going to be playing with some Sexy Shad Blue from LureWorks. We're going to be doing a dual laminate. May play with some pearlescent on the bottom or white pearl powder. Haven't quite decided yet. And of course, we're going to be throwing some sparkle of some sort in there to spice things up a little bit. So either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's jump into it. So today, we're going to be making some version of Sexy Shad. Alright? Now, doing a dual laminate, really all we would be able to get is the blue and the white belly. But I got a little tricky. So, what I did, I'm not going to open this. There's a little surprise in here. I poured some orange throats, and even tried something a little unique, attempting to get a chartreuse line down the side. So, I've already filmed that. So, what I'm going to do, before we go any further with this, I'm going to have you take a look at that right now. Alright guys, we're back. So I got the orange vacked out and entirely too hot, but that's okay because I want it super thin. I just want a thin little layer in there. Now you have to bear with me. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this on camera. So if you can't see, I apologize. And I'm terrified I'm going to get too much. Perfect, just a little dot. Come on. Just a little dot. Oh, got a little much on that one. That's okay. I don't mind, you know, having them a little different. Each one being unique. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. You know what? That's okay. We'll leave it. Try to get that one a little less. All right. So there's our 4. I'll go ahead and do the other 4 off camera, as to not waste too much of you guys' time. But once I do that, I'm going to come back and show you something that I think I might do. We'll see. Alright, I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, so we are done with that part. You can see I got them all poured. None of them are the same size. Well, a couple are. But you know what? I actually like that for this particular run, so that we can see, you know, which size looks better in the finished bait. You know, does a smaller little orange throat look better, or something a little bigger, or somewhere in between, so we can test it out. So that'll be good. I was going to attempt to pour some chartreuse plastisol out on a baking sheet, and then cut thin strips, and then lay those thin strips right in the side here, and then heat them with a heat gun to try to get them, that chartreuse line down the side. I don't think that's gonna work, and I'm not gonna mess with it right now. So for now, we're just going with the orange throats. But anyway, yeah, back to the video. Alright guys, so as you can see, I was quite skeptical. And quite frankly, I'm still a little skeptical. But we're going to go for it and see what happens. So, first of all, the star of the show today is LureWorks Sexy Shad Blue 272. All right. Now, we're going for some version of Sexy Shad, right? With the Sexy Shad Blue, to save a little time, I went ahead and already put some colorant in here. I put 20 drops in here, and I put 40 drops of the pearlescent, LureWorks pearlescent in here. Now, the Sexy Shad Blue is very opaque. We're going to leave it right at 20 drops. All right. I had planned on doing 20 drops and then working up from there. However, it's much more opaque than I anticipated. So if you want any kind of translucency at all, I would recommend with starting with like 10 drops, maybe even 5, and then work your way up from there. So anyway, just a note on that. Here we've got 40 drops of the pearlescent. Because I do want a little bit of opacity to this. So I went back and forth between, do I put some white in it? Do I put some white pearl powder in it? I kind of don't want to do the pearl powder because I don't want to mess with, different viscosities and stuff. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off just 1 drop of dead on white. Oh, got a drop on my finger already. So let's just start with 1 drop. White can be very overpowering. So let's see where that gets us. And if I didn't mention, we're working with 2 cups of LureWorks Plastisol Pro Medium. All right, 1 drop didn't do much for us. Let's do 2 more drops. All right, so we're up to 3. Oh, now I think we're getting somewhere. I don't want it opaque, but I don't want it completely translucent either. Let's mix this up real good. There we go. That, I think, let's see, hang on, let me wipe my finger off here. See if I can get this up here to you. That, I think, is more of what I'm going for. We're going to put some flake in here. Like I said, I don't want it crazy opaque, but it was too transparent with only the pearlescent in there. So, one thing, we'll start with the belly. So, if you look real close here, you can see on the belly, there's these tiny little light blue flakes. Now, I wish that I had some 0.008 light blue flake, but I don't. The only extra small light blue flake I have is royal blue, and I think that would just be too dark. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to put some 40 thousandths silver holographic in here. And then I think the call here is to do the 8-bit hollow shift sonic. And that'll give it just that little bit of blue when the light catches it. I think that'll work out good. And then we're going to put some 025 silver flake in the top and see how that looks. I want to keep it pretty simple. We'll do that, and then we'll kind of see where we're at and may add more from there. But that's where we're going to start with. So let's get started with the... Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and start. Where are we at? We're real low here. What the heck? Let's do it. And you know what? I think we're going to go with an 1/8. So that's an 1/8 of the 40 thousandths silver holographic. And I love it. I wish I had some 015 silver holographic, but I thought I did, but I guess I don't anymore. I need to get some. That's going to look great. All right. Now, let's go with our Sonic. I'm debating putting Sonic in the top, too. I think we're going to do... Oh, do I do a 32nd? No, let's start with a 64th. Come on. Oh, come on. All right, there's a 64th-ish. We may put more, we may not. We'll see how it reacts. I don't want it to be like crazy overpowering or anything, but I do want that little blue sheen. Nope, that's not enough. All right, let's do another heaping 64th. Now this is going to play off of the blue top. Blue back, I guess you could say. I gotta get this stuff heated back up. That looks good. I like that. So let's see if you can guys. Oh yeah, you can see that in the light. All right, perfect. I think we're gonna call that good. Man, I'm gonna have to get these heated up. Well, we can still get our flake in there. All right, now move some of this stuff out of the way before I spill it all. Now we're gonna go in with some 040, or no, excuse me, 025 hex silver. I just started with a 16th there. I fully anticipate going to an 8th, but it's better to start with less and then work your way up, because you can always put more, you can't take it out. That, you know, let me get this stuff heated back up. I kind of feel like that might be enough. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get this stuff heated up. We'll be right back. Okay, so I got this up to a reasonable temp. Now, what do we think? I don't want to go overboard. Oh, I got like a random black flake in there. Weird. Not no mo. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Tell me. Give osmosis. Tell me. Man, do I put Sonic in the back? Ugh, I don't know if that's overdoing it. I wish there was... I wish I had like a silver highlight powder or a silver pearl powder and just put a tiny little bit of that in the back. Ooh, 8-Bit's got a, I think it's called Carbonite, one of his new siren scales that's just like silver siren scales. I'm pretty sure that's the one. I could be wrong. Anyway, that would be cool. But we don't have those. So, let's see. I don't want to do that. I wonder what would happen if we put a little bit of silver shiner in there. Guess what? We're about to find out. Not much. A few drops. Start with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch this like totally ruin it. Or not show up at all. Oh man. Bait making's so much fun. Oh yeah, oh dude, that was exactly what I needed. Yeah, you can see it there. It's perfect. All right, we're gonna call it quits right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get these vacked out, get them back up to the right temp, and we're gonna shoot this bad boy. We'll see you in a minute. Change of plans. I'm gonna put a little bit of this gunmetal in there. I got the sample pack from LureWorks just so I could play with all the different colors and see what I might want to buy more of, and you know, stuff's not cheap and I'm not rich, so. But we're gonna put, I'm gonna start with a 30-second because I really do not want to overdo this. So there's like a little heaping 30-second. I think that might be the call right there. I just felt like if I had a little bit of smoke, you know, a little smokiness going on in there. Just a little bit. Let's see if I can get that where you can see it. I dig it. I dig it, and I'm not even gonna put any more in. Just a 30-second. All right, now I'm gonna go get these vacked out, and we'll shoot them. All right, guys, we're back, and these are right at 330. Right at 330. A little cooler than I would like, considering I already have plastic in there that I'm trying to bond to, but we're gonna go for it. All right, SDG multi-block, belly towards me, into 8-ounce dual injector. Here we go. Pray for me, people. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, and nice and easy. We're going to hold some pressure. This is the part where you're supposed to be praying, guys. I know I am. All right, and we top it up. And this is that mold that gives me problems all the time, so we're going to make sure we're quick to keep it topped off. If I don't knock this cup over first. We're going to stay right on top of it. All right. Well, I'm going to keep this topped up. We'll let it cool down, and we'll come back and see how we did. All right, we're back. Everything's cooled down. I got to be honest with you guys. This is the third time that I will have demolded this. My camera has been cutting out on me halfway through every time. So, fingers crossed. Here we go. So, I already know what it looks like, but this will be good. So, I want it to come out on the back so we can see the back first. That LureWorks Sexy Shad Blue is just a killer color. I mean, absolutely killer. I think the silver flake and the gunmetal flake was a good call. You can see more of the silver shiner that I put in there in person than you can through the lens, but you can kind of, yeah, you can see it there. But I mean, so many things you could do with this. I just wanted to keep this pretty simple. Now, let's see how our orange throats came out. And there at the bottom is our chartreuse line. So earlier in the video, I said that I would show you the footage on doing the orange throats, and in that I was going to show you doing this chartreuse line. I decided not to show you the video of doing the chartreuse line because it was like 15 minutes of me messing around, and it would have made the video way too long. If any of you want a dedicated video on how to accomplish that, now let's be honest, that's not the prettiest, right? I could have taken more time and more care and, you know, made it taper off at the ends and things like that. But if any of you want a video showing how I pulled that off, essentially it's the same thing. I believe it was Triple C Fishing that did the video where he pours plastisol out on a baking sheet and then uses a punch to a leather punch to punch out shad dots, and then uses a heat gun to adhere them to the inside of the mold before then pouring. Same process, just a little trickier because I was having to do side to side where this mold opens top to bottom. So just, you know, a little trickier of a situation there. Some of our orange throats bonded okay. Some of them bonded really well. That one didn't bond at all. I knew I needed to shoot this hotter, but this mold has been giving me such fits with denting, and the cooler I shoot it, the less issue I have with the denting. Now, I mentioned in previous video the whole issue with the design of the mold, not hearing back from Fat Guys Fishing. There's been an update to that, kind of. I reached out via phone, left him a message 2 days ago. He called me back today. I missed that call, and then we played phone tag all day. So, he has at least reached back out to me. I'll keep everybody updated on, you know, how that goes. I'm really hoping that he's open to having a conversation, hearing me out, offering some sort of resolution. And more than anything, I'd really like for him to be open to change the design so that, you know, all of you and anybody else that orders a mold in the future doesn't have these issues, right? So anyway, we'll see how all that goes. I'll keep you guys posted. But you know, back to the point of this show here. I mean, just a awesome color. If I were to do the orange throat again, I would do it much, much smaller and a little further up. Like almost like just behind the nose. But hey, I mean, I don't think the fish are going to care too much. But just an awesome color. Got that silver holographic flake in the belly with the pearlescent. Got some silver shiner in the back. There you can kind of see it with the silver flake and the gunmetal flake. Just a awesome color, awesome bait. And yeah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see. Let's put them up next to each other. Let's get the one with the chartreuse. Did we do it? Did we do it? I mean, that's more gray than blue, but I think we did it. Looks good to me. I'd fish them. Alright, guys. I appreciate you watching. You know, please like and subscribe. It's free. It helps me out. Leave a comment, good, bad, indifferent. And tell me what you want to see in the future. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm having a blast with it so far. But I want ideas. You know, I want to know what you guys want to see. So drop some comments. Let me know. And we'll see you next time.